Just wanted to make a quick guide on how to give your models outlines that will work from multiple camera angles. A couple notes before we begin though: if you want professional level outlines like the ones you see in Arc System Works games, then this is not quite it. What I'm showing you will be a simple workaround to give at least basic characters and objects some outlines. This is not cel-shaded graphics, this is just for outlining your models. Cel-shaded graphics can look great, and I have a fantastic tutorial linked in the description from a Christian Lewis on YouTube that will show you how to get that working. But cel shading in Dreams does not quite give you as much freedom as far as colors and texturing goes, so I wanted to go over this in a separate video since I haven't had much luck finding any tutorials on this on YouTube. For the sake of making this a quick guide, I'm going to show you this on a very basic model, the blank sliding platforming puppet. You should be able to do this on just about any model with enough effort though. Model down, we're going to go into its puppet logic, or just its microchip if it's just a regular object. Now we're going to be going to movers output, and we are using text displayers to get our outlines. So you can just place that in the microchip, open that up with L1 and square. Now to start, we're going to go to text box properties and switch that to solid black. Alright, and there are a couple other things that are important to toggle. So go to shadow properties. We're just going to turn that off. We don't need that. Go to settings. You'll do in scene, face camera, and allow rotation. Okay. Now with that, let me open that back up. Now, that's in the scene, and we're going to put that over the head to start. So we're going to need this to be a circle. So I'm going to go to text box properties again, switch the text box curviness all the way to 100%. Still kind of squarish looking. So in order to fix that, we're going to need to add some text. And for a perfect circle, what I found is if you do, where are they? 6 periods, you'll get just about a perfect circle shape. Okay. Now, you're going to want to put that right in the center of the head. Okay. Make sure it's adjusted for the side angle as well. And you can grow and shrink it as much as you need. Okay. And look, you can already see that's a pretty good outline just from that. And since it's facing the camera, it will adjust to pretty much always being correct, no matter what camera angle you are using it on. You repeat that step as many times as it takes to get all of your body parts covered with an outline. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to start with the body as well. So I'm just going to copy that with L1 and R2. You see it is a circle, but we want kind of a rounded rectangle shape for the body. So all I'm going to do is remove a couple periods here. That pretty much does it. Just going to shrink that a little bit. Oops. Alright, shrink that a little bit, a little small. Add another period. See if that does it. It more or less does it. Now, since this is not a professional level outline, you're still gonna get, it's not gonna always be perfect from every angle, but at least it's something to get you started. If you want really good outlines, I'm sure there's a way to do it in Dreams, but there's a lot more steps involved. I just wanted to get a kind of a simple guide out there to get people thinking. Okay, now with that there, we're going to go ahead and test it out in motion. Alright, so let's go ahead and test it. start, go to play mode. Now it looks pretty decent when standing still, but there will be a problem when you start moving, depending on your character. For this one, he leans his head forward quite a bit, as well as leaning the body forward. Now there is a way to fix this, and that is going to be using mostly timelines, but again, for the sake of making this video quick, we're going to just use a keyframe. Usually you'll want the timeline, that way you can make it as smooth of a transition as possible and get the outline to match up with the moving parts as best as possible. But yeah, we're just going to use the keyframe for now. While it's recording, we're just going to take the text displayer, and move it forward a bit. Okay. As well as we're going to take the body one and rotate it a bit, since he's leaning forward. Okay. It might not be perfect on your first try, it's just trial and error mostly. So let's try that out now. Oh, nope, we gotta connect it first. So I'm gonna connect that to the left stick. You'll just connect it to whatever you use for movement, or however you want to set that up so that it activates while you're moving. Okay. So now, if I move, yeah, not quite right, but you can see that it matches up a little bit better. Let's just edit that a little bit more. So that needed to go down a little bit, and the other one I don't remember. I think it needed to go forward. But there you go. See how it matches it up? Much nicer. Now using timelines, you could get this bobbing head animation to match up with the outline as well. So you would just, do a keyframe when the head's down, then a keyframe when the head's up, and just have it repeat. That's the gist of that method, and it's not perfect, but you can definitely do some work with that. There is another method I wanted to show you guys though that is, a lot easier to get done quickly, but it only works with pictures. So if you're looking for gameplay, then that first method is the most simple one that I know of. If you're looking for just a nice picture with an outline, this is also very simple, but like I said, it's only for pictures. So all you do is clone it with L1, R2. You're going to scale it up. And you will want to go to Modes, Coat Mode. Colors, obviously, you'll want to do black. And you'll want to finish it with rough wax or rough metal or rough, doesn't really matter. It'll just give it a solid black look. Okay, then you can just move it to match it up, however you need to do it for the angle. Really size it up, size it down, however you need. Match it for the angle of the picture you want, and you get, you get an outline. I have for now. If there's another method to getting nice looking outlines, I would love to see it. I know people are always asking for it, but there's not really any tutorials that I could find that really go over how to get, any sort of outline started. So I just want to get something out there. If you have any other ideas, I would love to hear them in the comments. But other than that, see you around.